So my talk for today is called Patience is Not a Virtue. And what I want to say about that is that when you work on gaining patience, the only way to work on patience is to not get what you want. So whenever we focus on patience, we're actually keeping from us that which we desire, that which we are looking to create. So you may ask, if not patience, then what? Trust. Trust. It is always worth cultivating trust. Because in cultivating trust, we cultivate that inner strength, that inner faith, that inner God that wants so much to be fulfilled in life for and of itself. Our identity prayer goes like this: I know that within myself there is that life which is perfect, complete, divine. It was never born and cannot die, for it lives and is God. Within myself is the wholeness, peace, poise, and power of life. This life is health. It is abundance. It is love. There is one life. It is the life of God. And this is my life now. And then we end that by saying, and so it is, because what we want is to embody that. And so when we think about patience, it's not in there. There is nothing in this identity prayer that speaks of cultivating patience. It speaks of cultivating peace, poise, and power, knowing that our lives are already perfect, complete, divine. It takes trust to know this, not patience. So back in the 60s, there were two incredible folks. One was John F. Kennedy and the other was Martin Luther King. And they set forth their vision in trust, not patience. John F. Kennedy said, "We will step foot on the moon before the end of the decade." And Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream that one day we will all stand together." Now, neither of them got to live to see their visions come to fruition. And yet they were powerful visions that came about through trust and work and taking those next steps in perfect and right time. Trust means you believe in perfect and right time. Trust means you rest, as Dr. Holmes tells us, in the calm assurance that, of course, whatever it is you are focused on will be created in some way, because time is not linear, already created. So this is the peace that we all, including me, need to cultivate within us: trust and holding strong to that vision that we believe. And the best way to do that is to embody our identity player to the maximum that you can. Now, in doing these things, of course, we run through those parts of our lives that we, are not happy about. We run through those parts of life that can bring us down. And that's why spiritual practice is so important. That's why having an affirmation, for me, this identity prayer is more than an affirmation. It's a destination. This is what I hold for myself as my way of being every moment of my life. And when I'm not being this way, this is what I move towards. This is what I remind myself towards. Now, sometimes my emotions get the best of me. My immediate circumstances get the best of me. But what I do next, what I do once that occurs, is what is even more important to me than that I get knocked off my path. Getting knocked off my path is no big thing if you know how to get back on it. Getting knocked off your path is no big thing if you know how to get back on it. That's what makes the identity prayer so powerful. It is our GPS. It is our way of seeing. Patience is not a virtue. Patience is no way to go because it will hold away from you that which you're after. But trust in knowing that what you're really after is peace, poise, and power. Knowing there is only one life, and that life is God, and that life is now. Knowing these things. And if you don't know these things, if it's just something you think about, like I know whether I know something or not by whether I live there or not. If I can be knocked off it, then I don't live there yet. I'm just visiting. And that's okay with me because if I can recognize that I'm just visiting that which I aspire to, then I can continue to aspire to it. I can continue to remind myself, this is where I want to stand. Now, right now in our nation, we are in a situation where there are many of us who may have some fairly large upset around who has become our president. So this is time more than ever to dig in to our spiritual practice. This is time more than ever to remember who we are. Because we can't create from we create all the time from a place of upset, but not what we want, right? We're creating every second of every day. So if we're creating from a place of upset, the results aren't going to be what we're looking for. The only way to get the results we're really after is to sit in that calm assurance. It is very possible that this presidency is our wake-up call, our chance to arise, our chance to find that higher place in ourselves, not in him, but in ourselves. Now, does that mean we stand idly by in prayer and just let our country and our leaders do whatever? No. But whatever actions we take must come from that place of not protest against, but to find a place for what it is we want to stand for. So when we are vocal, we are coming from that center place of trust. We are coming from that center place of knowing that our words have power. Our consciousness has power. And so to create the world we want to see, as Gandhi has said, we must be who it is we must be to have the world we want to see. And so that is my offer for today, to reach down within yourself, to not be looking out there at our president, but to reach down within yourself and see where you can go deeper in the identity of perfect, complete, divine, where you can go deeper into knowing that you were never born and cannot die, where you can go deeper into the peace, poise, and power of life. Know that wholeness exists. Know that health is a way of life, abundance, and love. And then from that place, what comes up and out, what you vocalize, what actions you take, will be the guiding force of our nation and the world. Our president does not guide us in who we are and who we present ourselves to the world. Our president is not the all-powerful. Each one of us in God is. And so this is our chance to awaken to the true power that is within each of us, so that we may stand in the truth and create absolutely the nation and the world we want to see. This is our moment to trust deeper than ever that what has occurred is for our best and highest good. This is our moment to not be patient over the next 4 years, but trust and take action from that place of trust. We hold all the cards, each one of us. Gandhi had no power at all when he set forth to change a nation. Each one of us has that same power within us. Stand in trust, stand in love, stand in light, and our nation and world are assured to stand in love. Thank you. I love you.
You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God.